With what to replace sugar in our meals and drinks. There are several solutions to replace sugar in meals and thus avoid overweight. Here, some of them. 1. Honey. Honey is a naturally sweet liquid that originates in the nectar of flowers and is picked up by bees. It is composed of 80% natural sugars, 18% water and 2% minerals, vitamins, pollen, and proteins. Fructose and glucose make up 70% of the natural sugar content of honey, and the balance between them determines whether the honey is dark or clear. Honey is a bit higher in nutrients than the processed sugar we serve at our table, but it still contains calories. While 100 grams of impalpable or powdered sugar provides 400 kilocalories and 100 grams of carbohydrates, an equivalent amount of pure honey provides, on average, 330 kilocalories and 81 grams of carbohydrates. But unlike sugar, honey also has antibacterial properties and has been used as a natural remedy for over 5,000 years. When cooking, try to replace half the amount of sugar you use with honey, which can add sweetness and flavor to both beverages and foods. Honey is also ideal for baking cakes because it attracts water and keeps them moist longer. 2. Agave nectar. Agave is a sweetener that comes from several species of the agave plant in Mexico and consists mostly of glucose and fructose. The agave syrup is a bit sweeter than table sugar and has a consistency similar to honey. It is frequently used as a substitute for sugar since its glycemic index is lower than that of sucrose. In the fructose and glucose balance of the agave, approximately 70% is fructose and 30% is glucose, while in sugar it is 50% of each substance. But there is no evidence to suggest that refined agave syrup is healthier than refined sugar since the former contains the same amount of calories per serving as the second. 3. Xylitol. XYL is the Greek word for wood, and xylitol was made for the first time from Finnish birches at the beginning of the 20th century. This substance is produced naturally by almost all living creatures, including trees, fruits, plants, animals and even people. Xylitol is the alcoholic form of xylose. But lately, it has been consolidated as a sweetener because it has 40% fewer calories than sugar, lower glycemic index, and is believed to even inhibit the bacteria in the mouth that causes teeth to decay. Dan Shrimpton of the Peppersmith Candy and Gum Company says that in Scandinavia everyone knows what it is and anyone can tell you how good it is. Shrimpton indicates that in some parts of the world it is extracted from the ear of corn, but that his company prefers to obtain it from the trees to make the process more natural. It has a flavor profile very similar to sugar, unlike some alternatives to sugar that are very difficult to process, and its flavor profile can be disappointing. 4. Fruits. Fruits contain a type of sugar called fructose as well as fibers, vitamins, and minerals. To increase your fiber intake, you can replace table sugar with fruit to sweeten yogurt or cakes like banana cake. The peel of the fruits also contains antioxidants and can be grated to add to the juices or to marinate meats. David Gillespie, author of the book Sweet Poison, explains that our bodies are not adapted to process the half of fructose there is in sugar. When you eat an apple, you are also ingesting a lot of fiber and water, so if you drink a small glass, say 200 milliliters of apple juice, you are drinking the juice of 5 large apples. Now, most people can have a glass of juice and then eat, but most cannot eat 5 large apples and then have lunch or dinner. Learn how to flatten your stomach. Click or tap below to download this free ebook.